What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Social Sig vlog. Today is Thursday, August 15th, and summer has been cooking. I hadn't vlogged in 2 weeks since July 30th. So a bunch of stuff to catch up on, I suppose, and I'm going to be bouncing around a few different highlights in normal vlog fashion, so bear with me. Yeah, I'll just kind of catch you guys up on, I guess, life so far. Big highlight of August so far was, for one, I turned 26 years old on August 10th. So thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. I had a really chill weekend last weekend. Basically just kind of hung low. I feel like normally I kind of hang out with like a bunch of friends, and maybe I think I've thrown parties in the past and whatnot, but I don't know, for some reason this year just kind of felt like hanging low. So just had a super chill day. I guess maybe just because I've been so busy, it's just kind of nice to have the whole weekend just to do kind of sort of nothing. But also I feel like my to-do list has been super jam-packed lately, to the point where it's stressing me out. I feel like I just kind of put too much stuff on there to the point where I just don't even know where to start. So, but I've been kind of chipping away at it in the last few days, few weeks, whatever, and getting some good stuff done. So it's like a mixture of shows and then just booking shows for the fall, putting together this fall tour, and a whole bunch of stuff kind of going on, but also at the same time of balancing that and just kind of enjoying summer, taking Crab Cake on lots of walks and getting him to the beach. It's so funny, Sheila and I have been figuring out that, I guess so the first time that he ever went swimming was like early June, like kind of on tour actually, when we were in San Diego, was like officially the first time he's ever gone swimming. And holy crap, he loves swimming. He looks so silly right now with the lighting, but every time we do our normal walk, as of lately by the river, every time he knows that there's water, he just starts sprinting towards it because he just wants to swim. He's a swimmer, water dog, whatever you want to call it. So he's been having a blast of a summer. Health-wise, he's been good. Health-wise, I've been good, and so can't complain. And but yeah, so I had a really chill birthday. Thanks again, y'all, for the birthday wishes. Like I said, I posted about it, but it always means so much when people reach out and just say happy birthday and just thinking of me. So thank you guys so much for all of that. Let's see here. Also, I got this insanely cool announcement to make regarding a birthday gift that my older brother got me, which I don't know if I can necessarily announce it quite yet, but it is one of the coolest things of my life that will happen towards the end of August. So stay tuned for that. I know that's a lot of build up, I guess, maybe not, but one of the coolest things of my life, I'm so excited about, happening at the end of August, early September. So stay tuned for that. Maybe text me if you guys are curious. Just got some things in the work. And yeah, another highlight of August so far has been Mile of Music, early, it's like August 2nd and August 3rd weekend. Yeah, it was me, Isaac, and Eli, and Sheila. We drove up there, and Kai and his girlfriend Abby met us up there. But Mile of Music is awesome. It was my first time experiencing the Mile. And basically what it is, it's in Appleton, Wisconsin, and it's like a big festival they throw on. This is their 11th year. And their whole thing is kind of like just making artists feel like rock stars for the weekend, and just sharing original music, no cover bands. And people showed up and people showed out. It was awesome. Like everywhere you go is just popping. Never thought I'd see Appleton, Wisconsin like that. And it was just a really cool experience. They took such good care of us. The volunteers were all so nice and helpful. There's this huge artist lounge basically where you can grab food like lunch and dinner, and then also all these artist perks. We signed up for massages one day. I did a vocal lesson. Yeah, we did 3 shows. So, and all the shows were jam-packed with people, super attentive crowds, and overall an insanely positive and fun experience. Also, shout out Player 2 Arcade Bar. There's this girl named Alyssa that recommended we check it out on Instagram, and we checked it out. Isaac was ripping the Guitar Hero. He's like an expert level Guitar Hero player, so that was a lot of fun. We just had a blast. They put us up in a hotel the first night. The second night I stayed with my cousin Olivia, who lives in Appleton, and it was just so much fun. So we dropped crab cake off at Sheila's mom's that weekend, and had a blast. Met a lot of cool other artists, and just the atmosphere there was really great. So thank you, Mila Music. That was really dope. Definitely hope to be back there maybe next year, if not next year, sometime in the future. And even if we don't get on, I was thinking about it'd be just fun to just hang out there. As I saw some other artists do, just kind of hanging out and seeing some live music, and just a super cool thing going on. So shout out Appleton and Mild Music. That was very, very awesome and dope. And then, yeah, like I said, lately I've been prepping for this fall tour. I feel like I've gotten behind on booking a little bit. I pretty much have the first half of it all booked. Still got to find a place in Philadelphia to play, but I have a full bill ready to go. But starting with Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Fort Wayne, Ann Arbor, Beaver Falls, Pittsburgh, Boston, and New York are all booked. I'm super duper excited to get back out east, as it's been a year, but it's been a pretty quick year. And then trying to find Philadelphia to book. Oh, I didn't even add that in this flyer. I'm working on like a tentative flyer. Maybe I can show you guys. I've been working on this for a while, but it might spoil one of the surprises that I have to announce. Never mind. I'll show you guys later. Anyway, what the heck is going on now with my computer? Anyways, I'm very excited for like that first half, and then starting to kind of put together the second half. Charlotte, North Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina. I have something booked in Savannah, Georgia. Gainesville, Florida, and Tampa are still in the works. Trying to go all the way down to Florida, and then working our way back up through Atlanta, Nashville, Cincinnati. Those aren't booked yet, but I just gotta literally get on messaging people. And then Columbus, Ohio is booked, with Cleveland, Ohio, and then Chicago, Milwaukee, Appleton, Madison, and then West Bend. This is going to be like my fall tour, where after this, I'm going to take a nice breather and start working on album number 4, which I actually have already technically in the works, but it's coming together slowly but surely. But I want to spend the winter really focusing on that. And then the online merch store, I guess I haven't really had anybody, like, I had a few people reach out in the last like year or so just asking about online merch stuff, but I feel like in my head I there's like a lot of people waiting on it, but I guess I can keep extending the release date of it all. Just with this thing happening at the end of the month, I don't know if I'll be able to have all my ducks in a row for getting the merch store all good. And I also got to put in a new order for merch, and I just want it to be like very, very well organized and in place, and then I'm going to be hitting the road. So this whole merch drop, online merch drop, or merch store might not be happening until like December, which would be pretty cool, I guess, for like maybe Christmas is right around the corner, and getting some good gifts for everybody. So that's actually not a bad idea. And I'm going to be on the road and stuff, so fulfilling all the orders is going to be not happening until I get back. So yeah, just kind of talking through my thoughts right now. Maybe extending it until early November is the move, when I'm back off the road. So this tour I'm going to do with Crab Cake and Sheila as well. In Cleveland, Bug Moment is going to be on the same bill with us, so Eli and Aiden are going to be my band for that. And then for anything like close in the Midwest, I'll try my best for the full band. So like Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids, those are going to be full band. But for the most part, the big out east and down to Florida and back is just going to be me with the backing tracks. Trying to switch up the set a little bit. I got to message Bean to meet up with him to get some backing track stuff done, add some songs, and get that going. So very excited for that, but just still got to book like the second half of it. Worst comes to worst, I guess it'll just be a road trip on back, and maybe we'll spend a few days with some family, or like Sheila has family, and I think, what is it? Fort Myers, not Fort Myers, but somewhere in like South Carolina. And then, I got some family in Louisville. Maybe I'll say hi. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But feeling good about the first half. Also, I forgot to mention why I'm wearing this brace. Freaking Crab Cake and I have been going at it as far as playing goes. Like, we like to toss the frisbee around and roughhouse quite a bit in the house. So he doinked his head on my like my thumb right here on the ligament, and I felt like I tweaked something, and it just wasn't, it was getting worse because every time I would like extend it and like reach for something, it would just like kind of pull it weird. So I got this brace at Walgreens, and it's actually feeling a lot better now. So that happened like the other week, so kind of goofy, but that happened. Trying to think about what else. There's we had the boat show on August 8th. That was super freaking fun. Thank you guys for coming out and rock with us on the boat. I hope you guys liked our pirate costumes. Try to always make a theme with those things, and we're trying to make it an annual thing. This was our second annual boat show, so thanks so much for coming out. A lot of fun on the boat, and just like such a random venue. Thank you, Edelweiss Boats, for having us, and definitely a fan fave of the year. So that was a blast, and also 2 days before my birthday, so it was kind of like a mini birthday celebration, I suppose. But yeah, turning 26, I just applied for health insurance with Badger Care Plus. So waiting on that good stuff. Sorry, I'm so scatterbrained. This week I had some solo sets. I had a solo set on Lakefront Brewery, and then I did a solo set at Whitnall Beer Garden yesterday, which both were actually really super chill. Both were 2-hour long solo acoustic sets, which honestly are kind of super chill for me, and especially the money's really good being a full-time artist, and also it's just kind of fun to play through a bunch of old songs I never get to play through. So yeah, super chill, and I honestly sometimes don't mind being like background music for the most part. Like, made some new fans and connections, but of course I always want to be doing the packed out clubs kind of shows with the full band, but just kind of jamming while people are hanging out along the river or outside is just kind of a vibe in the summer. So had a very pleasant time doing that, and it was just a good way to get my music out there to whoever's kind of listening. And last night at Whitnall Beer Garden in Franklin was so good. Like, there was a lot of people tipping, and a lot of people just kind of giving me some head nods and saying thanks for sharing your tunes and stuff. So people were really digging it, so it was a good time. And that was dope. I got Culver's after, and then also got drinks with Amond of a band called Holy Pinto is his project. Chatted with him last night at Nomad. We got some beers and played some pool. He was on the podcast maybe like 2 years ago or whatever. The podcast, I'm kind of putting on a hold. Maybe this winter I'll get back into them, but hasn't been really on my brain at all in the last few months. What I want to do is I want to change up, I guess, like the studio, if you want to call it, like the chairs, and kind of have it more of a conversation, like just kind of chilling, facing the camera, holding the microphones, and making them like very short segments. So in the future, I'm thinking about putting these vlogs onto the the podcast, uploading them there so you can watch them on Spotify too. But also like maybe editing them into certain segments to where it's like a 45-minute long thing. Part of it would be like the first half would be like maybe the vlog. You can skip ahead to like the segment with the guest. And then also maybe I wanted to add like a DMs kind of section of reading out DMs and then like talking about them if that's interesting to anybody. I think that'd be kind of fun. Inspired by a podcast that I really like called The Inspired Unemployed, two dudes from Australia, which I've been really loving. So that's, something that maybe I'll get to once after this fall tour. What else? This weekend I'm seeing Charlie Crockett with Sheila in Chicago. Charlie Crockett was a country artist we discovered on the road on our way to Los Angeles on tour from San Francisco. Really, really good listen if you guys are looking for some new music. Just some good, like, he's newer, but like kind of old style country. Like, I don't know, not like the poppy radio country that you hear, but just some good country. And I haven't been this excited to see a live show in a long time, so very excited to see him. We're going to the Salt Shed, which is this outdoor venue, so hopefully it's not raining. So having a weekend in Chicago. Next weekend, on Friday, playing our next full band show at the 7th Street Entry in Minneapolis. So if you guys are in Minneapolis, which reminds me, I got to send out a email to Minneapolis folks that we're playing the 7th Street Entry. I think the show is going to sell out. It's with a super stacked bill. Dial Tone, Harlow, and Colin Bracewell, including Social Sig. It's going to be quite a show. In like the indie realm of Minneapolis. So very proud about putting the show together and very stoked. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you guys are in Minneapolis, definitely come to that. We're ripping a 30-minute set, bringing all the merch and all that good stuff. And it's going to be a really, really cool show. So definitely come out. And then after that, I'm driving to Sheila's good friends are getting married in Wisconsin Dells. So catching their wedding. And then a few days later, I am going on the adventure of my life, which I can't talk about. I'm sorry. You guys will know soon enough. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, I suppose. Let's see. There is another solo set in Milwaukee on Sunday at the Falcon Flea. After getting home from Chicago, doing the solo set outside of the Falcon Flea, outside of Falcon Bowl. So that's with Shell Bells, Higher, aka Jacob Olson, and then also Amanda Huff. Super cool bill. It's gonna be really chill. They're just gonna be outside playing some acoustic songs. So if you guys want to pop by inside Falcon Bowl, there's going to be a whole like flea market with like thrifters, vendors. Super chill. Crab Cake is hilarious. He's so sleepy. I think when it rains outside, he just gets so tired, which I guess happens to maybe all of us. Trying to think what else, but just kind of staying up on the content game of like TikTok and Instagram, and working on some new tunes, working on this new song called Shark Tooth that I'm very excited about. I'm really, really excited about that one. So yeah, stay tuned, y'all. Thanks for watching all this way if you did. And yeah, I hope your summers have been good and packed full with sunny days and laughs and smiles and loved ones and all that good stuff. So we're headed into fall pretty soon. So if you guys are out east, hope to see you guys in fall, but definitely going to try to get back on a more consistent vlogging schedule with all everything going on. So just been so busy. A little bit pretty stressed a lot of these days. Maybe sometimes I don't feel like vlogging because I'm just not in the mood. I'm more in like a not like necessarily a rut feeling, but just like an overwhelmed of just like so much going on, so many messages to catch up on. And it's basically a one-man operation for the most part outside of the live band. So appreciate you guys reaching out and sending love and all that good stuff. Happy August, and hope to see you soon. And if there's anything else I want to talk about, nope, should be good. Yeah, love you guys. Bye.